Hi there, my name is Korp and welcome to another 15-minute doodle challenge. The plan is for me to draw something within 15 minutes and the challenge is for you to see if you can do the same or better. Okay, so it'll all be step by step, nice and easy to follow, easy materials. All you're going to need is a pen and a fine liner. Let's get straight to it, shall we? We're going to use the Sharpie first. And let's go and put in some feet. We're going to draw like a bunny rabbit coming out of an egg today. So let's go and draw some feet. We'll start off with two U shapes under there for some heels. Then on the inside, we're going to do another U shape. This is going to be a slightly longer and go inwards like that. It looks a little bit like a sausage at the moment, yeah, with a little gap in it. That gap's fine. Let's do the same on the other side. So in and back out like that. And then what we'll do is we're going to take this section here and we're going to put the sausage coming out the other way. So watch this, look. Out like that, back in. Same on this side, out, back in. And that's how you draw chicken feet. So let's go and double line that, make it all double wonky. Anybody that follows my drawing tutorials will know that I'm all about wonky lines. Don't chase after smooth lines, go for that perfect wonky line. So let's go over it all again. Double line it, nice and wonky. Beautiful, those feet look great. We'll come back to those feet with a fine liner and add some more details to make them look even better later. Right, next thing we're going to do is an egg shape. So we're going to go from here, we're going to go behind the tooth, they do look like teeth. Go from there, behind the feet, and back up to that side as well. Okay, so let's go from about here, have that line kind of going behind, make it come out the other side like that. It's going through there and it's going to come out around about there. That looks like the bottom half of an egg. That'll do nicely. Double line that, strong intersections as well. So an intersection is where two lines join each other like in a T-junction. So just there, they're intersections. Coming in here as we double line, that's an intersection as well. So always make those parts of your line a little bit thicker. It's usually where the shadows live, so that's why we go a little bit thicker with those parts of the line. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're going to join that part to that part, but we're going to do it with like a stretched out wonky zigzag. Really important, what's going to look best is when we come from here, if we go down first, zigzag across and then go up. Now on one of these lines we're going to leave a little gap so we can add some drippage. Okay, so feel free to add extra gaps if you want, but I'm going to put the drippage over here. So let's start over here, look, and we're going to come with this wonky zigzag. And then, like I say, just this last line, look. See how we're just leaving that gap in there? Now the reason we've left that gap in there is because we're going to just add a couple of drips. So watch this, we're going to start just above the line on that side, finish just above the line on this side. So just curl it out, little drip. Big drip, curl it back in again like that. Then what we'll do is we'll go back onto the eggshell, the broken part of the eggshell. We're going to start on this side, jump over both points, both drips. So jump over that, across, jump over that, down. Look at that as a little drippy mess. Now let's double line that drippy mess. To get really good drips, what you want is to have the underside of the drips a little bit thicker. The line work on the underside of the drips just needs to be a little bit thicker. Right, let's go double line this wonky crack. Beautiful. How are we doing? 3.5 minutes in already, would you believe it? Okay, let's go right in the middle here and we're going to put in a capsule kind of shape, tall circle, I don't know what you want to call it. Let's do something like that. Let's chop that in half. This is going to be for the beak. We'll add some little curves and things to that a little bit later and some nose holes. That's good as it is though. Next thing we'll do is some eyes. Now I love these eyes that we're going to do here. I'm going to bring the eyes quite far down either side of the beak there. And we'll start off with an L shape, look. Like that. Flick off either end. Don't forget, if you can't flick off, if you struggle to flick off, just use some dots and dashes. That's gone really thick, that side. That's alright. If one side goes too thick, just go and make the other side a little bit thicker. Just try not to keep on going until they're both way too thick. That's not too bad. And then underneath there, half circles. Look at those eyes. Same on the other side, or something similar on the other side anyway. Let's put the pupils in now as well. So another half circle hanging off the top. Leave a little reflection in there. I'm going to have this character looking over to this side. Yeah, that looks nice. And we'll add some little flicks and things underneath there. But let's go and put a little bag under each eye with a fat pen. Yeah, and the flicks we'll add in with a thin pen later. Awesome, that's looking good. Right, let's go and put the ears in. So even though it's like chick down the bottom half, it's like bunny rabbit up the top half. So first things first, right in the center there, let's go and put in a big bounce and a little bounce. So let's go for big bounce that side. Little bounce coming off the other side. Like that, just for a little bit of hair. And then use the eyes as your reference points for these ears, okay? So you see where that L shape is? Just come in a little bit, and that's where we'll start our ear, just there. Same height as this knobbly bit that we've put in there as well. Now, we're going to draw the ear using a series of hooks. So watch this. Here we go. There's our first hook. Just hook it back like that, yeah? Hook it back. Go into there. Let's go around the side. Let's hook it back again. Over there, let's put another little hook. See how we're just turning it around as we're hooking it around. And then bring it back down. About the same point again. Double lining as you're going, make it all nice and wonky as you're going along with that. That looks pretty good as ears go. So let's put in let's put in a little hole, so a little V shape down the bottom here. And we'll just bring that line up, curve it round, back down the other side. Nice little ear. That will look more like an ear when we get the other one in and when we put the head in. So again, just use that L shape as a bit of a guide. You're coming across a little bit, you're starting at about that point, we're doing hooks. My suggestion is if you can't get things looking exactly the right size, then go completely different with the size. So this one we're going to go a little bit bigger. There we go, a little hook down there, a little hook again, just keep on hooking it around. Don't start right at the end of the line, just come back on yourself a little bit. Bring that final bit down into there. Double lining as you go along. We've got that V shape down the bottom to open it up. Like that. And then scoop it around. We've got our other ear. Right, let's go and put the head in on this character and then we can start having a bit of fun with it. So what we're going to do is, we'll do this bit in the middle here because that'll be the easiest bit to do first. It's just going to be a straight line, but it's going to go behind everything that we've got here. So let's just, I'm going to bring that line down a little bit. Let's go across there and then across there. Double line it. That looks pretty decent. You see how we've got these little bits hanging off? All over. We need these little bits hanging all over the place. We're going to join this line. We're going to come, not start right at the end, just go up a little bit, join that, bring it back into this like yoky bit down here. But again, as we go around the corner, we're going to put these hooks in place. So imagine that's coming around there. Hook, hook, bring it in like that. Yeah, dead easy. Just hook it, flick it off, hook, flick, double wonky. Nice. I love the way that just kind of comes in a little bit as well. It's going to do something similar on the other side. So just hook it in. Hook it in. And then bring that line inwards a little bit. Awesome stuff. Right. Last thing we're going to do with our black pen is just bring that line up like that. Colour that in. This side, on this side, just bring it up like that. Colour that bit in. Also down the bottom, let's go and put a little drop shadow in. Let's put a drop shadow in like that. This could be risky. Always risky putting in a drop shadow because my pen is running out. Luckily I've got about 1 million Posca pens, Sharpie pens on the go. That was dead. Killed it. Let's go to this next pen. I think it's always important to put a drop shadow in. It just makes your character look a little bit more grounded rather than just floating in the middle of the page. It takes a while to do this bit of colouring in, but it's worthwhile doing. We've got 5 minutes left. How are you getting on with yours? Are you keeping up okay? Now don't forget, if you want me to see it, I love to see what people have done with their challenges. Either go find me on Facebook, post it on one of my comments about the 15-minute doodle challenge. Use the hashtag doodle with Korp, that's K-O-R-P at the end. Or tag me. If you can find me, tag me. Search for corporate or the Korp Academy and go and tag me in whatever work you've done. Fab, right, that's good. Let's go down to our thinner pen now. So we're going to have a quick bit of fun with a thinner pen. Let's go and add some little details in there first. So first thing we're going to do, start at the top, work our way down. Let's go and let's hash out the ears with some little lines. And obviously, essentially we're making our own colour and in sheet here, so if you wanted to use a bit of colour at this stage you can do. I'm just using black and white pens because I love the idea of just keeping it nice and simple, keeping the costs down. Let's just take a little bit out the top of the eye there, look. Across there. And the beak, let's take a bit out of the bottom of the beak. Just adding loads of little shadows in there. The other thing we're going to do with this beak, let's just put some little flicked bits here, look. See how it just makes it look like it's attached in there in a little kind of crease, like pushed into the fur or the feathers or whatever this character has. Let's put in some nose holes, little upside down teardrops either side. Let's keep on working our way down. Let's put some extra little creases on the eyes, look. Little tiny creases. It's always good to have these like big creases in there, but have some little tiny creases in there as well. It looks great. Let's put some cheekbones in. So little circles, hash them out, makes the character look a little bit cuter. Moving down, let's get into this yoke. So a couple of things we'll do with the yoke. Let's put in some reflections like that, some little like ovals in there, little shadows. So you use lines. On the top left we're putting like reflections, little circles. Bottom right we're putting little lines for shadows in there. That looks great. Let's get into this egg now. This egg looks like it needs a bit. So all of these cracks, with this crack that goes all the way across, let's just add some extra small cracks, so just like a capital Y shape will be good enough. Look at that, just something like that. Maybe just even just one single line. You could even put a Y shape with another Y shape on the end of it. Let's put some texture on this though. So this is a load of circles all around it. As you get to the edges, make sure the circles become ovals. As you get to the middle, make sure the circles are circular, I guess. Lovely. Move down. Let's quickly get into the feet then. So what we're going to do with the feet, we're going to put some little lines to make them look more like feet. To make them look more like chicken feet anyway. So little lines like that. Don't think about it too much, just go and chuck them in. See, the top ones are just kind of curving one way. Middle ones just curving up slightly. Bottom ones curving down like that. Great stuff. We've got less than a minute to go. Let's put some little bits of fur in. Little fly over on this side. That's what our character is looking at because we've got a fly on him. Finish off with some little spots on the outside. What else can we do? I think that is just about good enough. Let's put some little spots. I love putting little spots around the eyes. Like that. Little quote marks. Hashtags. And that is our 15 minutes up. That went super quick today. Last thing to do, just give it a little signature. Preferably not with your pen that's running out. And that's it. Some sort of like egg, bunny, chick thing. Yeah. Have a little go at yourself. Let me know how you get on. Hashtag doodle with Korp or tag me in any of your artwork. I'd love to see a colour version or something completely different to what I've just done. Thanks very much. See you next Saturday in another 15-minute doodle challenge.